And here now to give us a better understanding of storms like Florence, WBAL meteorologist Ava Marie joining us right now. It seems like the season really changed. We get into August and everything's all fine and calm, and then September comes and a switch comes on.
It was really quiet, eerily quiet
Yeah.
early in the season. We only had 5 named storms through August. We only got to the letter E, and then September hit and boom.
Sheesh.
We had multiple systems that the National Hurricane Center was monitoring at any given time. And really, unfortunately, we saw this major impact now with one making landfall with Florence.
In a bit of a range, you know, you have some that are named out there. This one here never really got going, yeah?
Yeah, the one that was moving into Texas really didn't have time to grow over the warm waters before it made landfall, but it just shows you how many areas they've had to watch because it's been so active. But that makes sense because it's mid-September and this is the peak part of the hurricane season. There were some factors working against hurricanes earlier in the year. The waters in the Atlantic were a little cooler than normal. There was a lot of wind shear like there typically is. But then once we got to September and you get the warmest part of the year in the ocean and then less wind shear, boom, the hurricanes just basically had all the ingredients they need to really get stronger.
Sure, I'm guilty of it. I rattle off the category numbers as though I assume I know exactly what we're talking about. But it's very specific when you give category 1 through 5 or so.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the category system is a neat way of explaining hurricanes. Neat in the way of it's easy, straightforward. But in some ways, I think it does us a disservice because it doesn't encompass all the different dangers of a tropical system. I mean, Florence was a tropical, or it was a category 4 at one point, winds at 140 miles per hour. And then as it made landfall, it weakened and it was only a category 1 at landfall, but that didn't lessen the other dangers as far as the storm surge goes, the flooding rain. The problem is when people heard that it was downgraded, I think they started to think that maybe the storm wasn't as bad as it was forecast to be, and that was not the case at all.
Sure, also the case with storms like Harvey or like Sandy. They didn't come, you know, blowing in category 5 when they hit the land. So what made them so dangerous then?
You know, there's a lot of things that we have to think about in terms of a tropical system being dangerous. And a lot of times I think storm surge and the rainfall flooding are actually more dangerous than the wind, yet the category system only focuses on the wind. Each category that you go up means stronger wind at the center of the storm. But it's really the flooding that happens with these systems that causes more widespread damage and impacts more people. Typically, it's only the very center of a hurricane that has those strongest category level winds. So there's a lot that we have to think about in terms of what makes a storm dangerous, and some of it has to do with the size of a storm. The bigger the wind field, the more people that will be impacted by it, the more areas that could be affected by rain, but also the path it takes and then where it makes landfall. Some areas around the coast are a lot more vulnerable than others just because of the shape and where the houses and buildings are located. And then the duration, and that really is important for Florence because although it weakened as far as winds go, the fact that it was so slow moving, lingered along the coast for such a long time, not only did you have a longer lasting storm surge, but also really heavy rainfall, which is why we saw such significant flooding for them.
So really people should be looking at a lot of factors as they kind of understand how big a storm is. Could you see in the future like meteorologists moving away from category maybe and saying, here's another way to classify it?
Yeah, you know, I think as a whole, the meteorology community did a really good job with Florence trying to say, hey, it's more than just the number, and they tried to get all the impacts out there. But in a way, I think the public still is so focused on the category number. So there's a lot of chatter in the meteorology community right now that maybe we need to start moving away from just that simple numbered system to something more comprehensive so that when people hear the number, it actually explains more than just the wind damage potential. It's messy. I mean, I don't know how you fix this system because it is easier to just talk one by one just based off of winds. It's a lot more subjective if you're throwing all these other factors in, but just given how society reacts to these category numbers, maybe it's time that we start rethinking it.
Sure. All right, Ava Marie, been a busy week. Thank you for sharing time with us.